Hey guys, we have Eric and Sean here with OzoneTCG. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the new Valiants theme debuting in the OCG region soon. But before we do, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more content. We're going to go ahead and shout out YGOProDeck.com for letting us use the website. It's free to use for everyone, not sponsored or anything. We just really like the site because it looks nice and plenty of nice translations for the new themes, very clean layout for videos. Just want to give it a shout out to Alan, super cool guy, amazing articles from all the writers in the team. Check it out if you guys want to. If not, hey, that's cool too. But let's get into the theme. Alrighty guys, we're going to go ahead and take a look at these new cards. Let's check out the first one. We have Valiant Miko Shinonome, level 2. These guys are all water spellcasters. The other ones are fire machines. 500 attack, 500 defense. This is prevalent for the level 2 and level 4s. During your main phase, you can special summon this card to your main monster zone in this card's column. Also, for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Valiants, monsters, and monsters from your extra deck. So it doesn't extra deck lock you. And then the monster effect, you can only use each once per turn. During your main phase, control the special summon monster, so you get it for free anyway. Add a Valiant spell from your deck to your hand. And then if in the monster zone is moved to another monster zone, add a Valiant monster from your deck to your hand. So this card seems really good.
Double search, yeah.
Yeah, literally just a free double search. Kind of absurd, doesn't lock you into anything like for your extra deck. Rank 2 options, rank 4 options for the next guy. This card seems absolutely insane.
Something to know is that they're all scale 1 also.
Yeah, I think the main deck guys are scale 1, and then the extra deck ones are scale 10.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Alrighty. That first one seems insane.
Probably gonna be Ultra CR, yep.
Probably. And then we have Valiant Archer Scion. Same clause as the other one, of course. And then monster effect, control a special monster, target effect monster in the field. Flip a coin if heads negates effects, otherwise tails have its attack. Interesting effect. It seems like a Pokemon effect. Card in the main monster zone is moved to another monster zone, target a card in the field. Flip a coin, destroy it, otherwise return to the hand. Seems pretty good. A nice interruption even though it's slow. Yeah, I like it too. It's cool.
Yeah, I figure if we are missing a card, it's gonna move something as a quick effect maybe, and that pop effect's gonna be relevant then.
Yeah. Well, and it also it either destroys or returns. Like,
yeah,
it's really good interruption, even if it is slow on its own. Yeah, cool card. Then the next one, the level 6 and level 8s have this effect, except only for their faction. So there's like I said, there's the water spellcaster and fire machines, kind of like in Fire Emblem. We mentioned that before recording. And these guys, the waters, act with Shinra Universe. There are 2 field spells. The other guys interact with the other field spell, or the water Valiance monsters.
So keep in mind that the field spells search each other out,
right.
So you don't actually technically have to have it on your side of the field if you open the wrong one.
Yep, and it's just in the field zone because they each put them on the other side of the field too. So it doesn't really matter which one you have, but that's the whole gimmick. In this one, the monster effect target another main monster in the main monster zone, move it to an adjacent monster zone. This card in the monster zone is moved to another main monster zone. Target a Valiance monster card in your spell and trap zone. Special summon it to the main monster zone in front of it. It is very much like you're playing a bunch of old school board games where you're moving between zones. It's kind of cute.
This card's really good
for
the deck,
especially with the whole column gimmick. Yeah, it seems pretty strong.
For sure. I'm trying to think of combos. It looks like the water one plus this might do something, but I'll have to test it out later.
Yeah, we can always make a video on that too. And then Valiance Warrior Hojo, same thing as level 6 for the pendulum effect. Monster effect, you can target a spell and trap, a card in the spell and trap zone, return to the hand, absolutely free. That's really nice. And then if card in the monster zone is moved to another monster zone, fusion summon a Valiance monster using materials from your hand, field, or pendulum zone.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like that pendulum fusion effect. That's really cute.
Only thing I don't like about this card is it's level 8 with like really low stats, but outside that, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, they all seem to have relatively low stats.
His art though is weird to me.
Yeah,
he has the face of a kid, but like the body of like a 40-year-old man. And it's like a fire sword, but he's a water monster. So
yeah, they're all kind of. It's like Fire Emblem design where nothing makes a whole lot of sense otherwise. Okay, now onto the fire guys, and these also have low defense. So these guys are the Valiants, like warriors and ninjas, old school like Japanese stuff. These are like the high tech guys. Valiants Buster Baron. Same thing as the other guys, as the level 2 and level 4 from the other factions. Special summon for free. If you control the special summon monster, for the monster effect, target another Valiance monster in the main monster zone, move it to an adjacent monster zone, which is nice. And then if card in the monster zone is moved, target a card in the pendulum zone, place it in an adjacent spell or trap zone as a face-up continuous spell. So the idea is to put them in the pendulum zones, then move them over, and then summon them. It's like a turn-based RPG. Very interesting mechanic.
And then this one's really good for triggering the effects of all your other guys.
Yeah, especially since you can special some of them for free, like this guy for free, and then the other guys, something if you have a field spell. And this guy, same pendulum effect.
I can't.
Monster effect. Place a Valiance monster from the extra deck into the spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. Also very interesting. That seems pretty strong since we don't have Electromite in the TCG. Not sure how OCG will build it, but I guess we'll see. They can toolbox that card because you're not restricted from special summoning from the extra deck with this theme. And then if it's moved, place a Valiance from your extra deck into the pendulum zone. So also just free recursion with this. I like it.
Yeah, I mean this card's solid. That's already that's fun.
Nothing else to say. This guy's really cool. Valiance Mad Macus. So similarly to the other level 6 and level 8, except if it's the other field spell, or if you control a fire Valiant, so if you control one of their factions.
I think this was my favorite one for the effect.
Yeah. During the main phase, roll a 1 die, excavate cards from the top of the deck equal to the result, and then you can add an excavated Valiance monster, also shuffle the remaining cards into the deck. This is also like a Pokemon card. There's one that you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and place one on top of the deck. Some of them add, but this is very much a cute tabletop RPG mechanic. And then, similarly, if in the monster zone is moved to another monster zone, roll a die. If the result is 2 through 5, you can special summon one monster in your spell or trap zone to the main monster zone in front of it. It also doesn't specify a Valiance monster. I know there's one card that
that's really cool.
Yeah, puts your opponent's monsters into their spell and trap zone. Theoretically, you could play this with Crystal Beast, but I don't think you actually would. But it is a cute little interaction.
That's really nice, actually.
That's nice. And then next guy, level 8, again, same thing. Similarly to the other level 8, except it's Night Beam. Targeted,
Night Beam. Yep.
Targeted
or
card.
Light Stage, I guess.
Can't be activated. Yeah, same thing. Card in the monster zone is moved. You can target a face-up monster opponent controls in the main monster zone. Take control of it, treat it as a Valiance monster, can't attack or declare its effects.
Yeah, this card is actually really good. It's like deceptively really good because of a card we're going to cover soon, but it's the fact that you're mind controlling something and turning the name into it. It's like the DD Headhunt card.
Yeah.
And yeah, it matters a lot. We'll get to it in a minute. That's fine.
Namely for, I'm sure it helps with this, Valiance Assembly, LaMonica.
That's one of them, but it'll be the card after, but yeah, well.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then, like we said, this is the pendulum scale of 10. Can only use each pendulum effect once per turn. Special summon it to a monster zone for free. Or move a monster in the main monster zone to an adjacent zone. 3 Valiance monsters. Quick effect during either main phase. You can target an effect monster, put controls, destroy any cards in your opponent's spell and trap zone in the same column as the target. If you destroy the monster card, your opponent loses life points equal to its attack. Then place that target into the spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. That is an absolute word salad. It's very cute though for the deck. I really like this card. I just like the art of everything.
Yeah, for sure.
This is very strong. It seems like because it's just like free disruption every turn. This is like Lu Feng in the Ancient Warriors deck.
If you have full scales, you can make this pretty easily, I think.
Yeah.
But does the just curious, does the guy take only Valiant cards for the extra deck fusion? The red one with the sword, all the way up. The level 8 from the warrior faction. You can use anything. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess if that ever comes up.
So you can, you can take their card and then use it for a fusion. Since you have control of it, you can use your pendulum scales and the opponent's monster that you took control of to fusion some of this. I do like this. Only thing is that I don't think this is going to come up too often if it's special summoned.
Yeah, for sure.
It's sort of by the card effect. It's not by battle that makes it significantly worse. It might come up once or twice.
You're more likely to go into this one more than that, I think, since it is less resource intensive.
This next one. Okay.
Oh yeah, this card is nice.
Yeah. So pendulum effect, same thing. Special summon it from the main monster zone to the cards column, or move a monster zone. A monster in the monster zone to the adjacent zone. Must be fusion summoned or special summoned by attributing 1 level 5 or higher non-fusion Valiants monster you control in the same column as an extra monster zone. So it is a Thunder Dragon Colossus clause.
Yep. So any of you guys that move stuff or take control of stuff, so that level 8 we were talking about before, you just put it in the extra monster zone, or under the extra monster zone column, and it'll turn into this.
Yep. And it's free. Yeah.
Also not once per turn.
Yeah, kind of crazy. You can fusion summon it anyway too, and then if it's special summoned, you can target a monster in the opponent's spell and trap zone, return to the hand. If you do, inflict damage equal to attack. Then it gains attack, so you just get a free bounce and potentially OTK potential.
Yeah,
very strong. I like that. And then the Shinra universe.
If you summon this by attributing 1 though, can you bring it back? Are you like, does that count? I'm assuming it does.
It should. Yeah.
Because I think ABC has the same clause.
Because that has to be first special summon, yeah. So you should be able to, unless they change the text. Unless the TCG specifies differently. If it says it can't be special summoned other ways, like, I think like Colossus.
Yeah, Colossus can't.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay, then. That's really good if that's the case, because then you can recur with the level 4, I think it was.
Yeah, because it just says must first be special or fusion summoned. Cool. And then the warrior faction field, when its activation resolves, place a Valiant's field spell from your deck to the opponent's field spell. They both do the same thing. We'll just go ahead and go in front of it. So you just do the opposite because it makes, again, the tabletop RPG thing similarly to what Fire Emblem kind of is like. But this is very reminiscent of playing a tabletop RPG with your opponent.
They made it also pretty generic, so any feature support that's a field spell will also work for this.
Yep. So I'm sure they could introduce another faction or two, and yeah, you have them if there are two cards in the field zones. The turn player can target 1 monster in their spell and trap zone, special summon it to a main monster zone in front of it, so you can just special summon your monster for free. Your opponent can do it too in the mirror. Kind of crazy.
That's anything too. It's not just Valiants, I think.
Yeah, it's any monster. And then the other one, target one of their opponent's monsters in the same column as their monster. Destroy any card in your opponent's spell and trap zone that is in the column. Also place that target into the spell and trap zone as they face a continuous spell. Just as a reminder that the pendulum monsters, they don't get their pendulum effects because they are not in the pendulum zone, and they are not pendulum cards in the pendulum zone. They will just be continuous spells without an effect.
Yeah, I think you usually want the warrior one over the machine one, but
yeah,
the machine one's kind of weird because I don't like the secondary effect of that.
No,
it's good removal, but
I don't either.
It can be used against you, I think, is the issue.
Yeah, they both can, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You can just do both of them for free. It's like having
Savage equip and then some of the cards from the record zone.
Yeah. Seems kind of crazy. Back row removal, that chainable back row removal seems really good against this deck. Just as a first impression, seems like Cosmic is going to be necessary to play versus this.
Yeah, for sure. I think, what is it called? Therions or Sirions? Those
Therions
are going to get a buff versus deck because I just noticed that field spell works for them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little sad.
Yeah, and if you foolish happen to use say you wanted to play Therions in this deck, you can foolish your or you use your monsters from the hand, your pendulum monsters from the hand as fusion material. They have the machines. You can use Therion's King Regulus. You can special summon it for free from the hand because you'll have machines in the graveyard.
Keep in mind the lock only applies for the level 2s and 4s. The other ones don't lock you, so you can play around with the lock a little bit.
Yep. And they seem incredibly strong. And it's for the rest of the turn, too. It's not just the turn you activated. So you can do your Therions play first to get that interruption. Or summon your Fusion, summon your Therions, summon this guy. It seems very strong. This whole deck is really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna experiment with it a lot because I really do like this theme. I'm excited to see if they get another card, which they should.
Yeah.
I think there's like 12 cards featured here, so.
Yeah, well, and they're guaranteed to get future support too, just like every other side deck theme. Every deck build pack for the OCG gets future support in main core booster sets. Yeah, I cannot wait to see what else they have for this. This support, like this theme as it is right now, is really cool. I think it'll only get better. I don't think they can make bad cards for it, but I don't think it gets any worse.
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid off the start. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Rulings are going to be nightmares though, because some TCG players just don't know how to read cards properly, but that's okay. We'll come to that later. But yeah, so if you guys like this, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out YGO Pro Deck again. I know I said that in the intro, but this website is absolutely fantastic. We actually have a kind of a partnership with the owner, Alan. He's doing fantastic work with this whole website. I only use this. I read all the news for Yu-Gi-Oh! On here. I use the card database all the time. It's a fantastic website. Very clean, and it loads quickly. Complies with European data policies. Funny enough, because Alan is UK based. So yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.